Okay, scholar practitioner leaders, SPLs, AI scientists, and AI peers. Welcome back to our lecture 3 of 4 for our week 6 here in our 2025 application of AI in risk management section MSAI 632, B02, and B04. Okay, guys, now that we are on our lecture 3 of 4, we can now jump into our current week 6 material. And just like week 5, guys, I'm going to be very challenging for you on our homework assignment. So let's get prepared for that. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and go over our this week's overview, which we all know is going to be our deliverables that you're going to need to have before you go into your actual homework assignment. So, what I mean by have, you got to make sure you have it in your hip pocket, understood, solid as a rock. And if you need any reference material or any notes, that you have that off to the side, because as always, you will see this information again. So, let's be very mindful and scholarly that you guys do, in fact, take great notes for this now ensuing week 6, because I don't want you to take your foot off the gas pedal, everybody. Everybody's doing such a great job. I'm really, really happy. The bell curve for the overall course is phenomenal. And I haven't graded your week 5 homework, as I previously alluded to. However, and I'm hoping that that bell curve doesn't slope off, okay? But from what I can see thus far, everybody did, for the most part, turn their assignments in from this past week 5. There's always a couple of outliers, but that's okay. But like I said, I'm really, really impressed in what I saw from last week. So now I just want us to continue that same energy now here in our week 6. Okay, so let's go ahead and just look at our overview, guys, because I know that you're going to really enjoy that. Okay, now the overview here for our week 6, which is in fact our deliverables, as previously mentioned, is all about making sure that we do not take the foot off the pedal, as I just previously mentioned, because now we're reading chapter 4. I want you guys to really go into chapter 4, read the whole entire section, take your notes. We put chapter 3 behind us, but don't forget about it, because as I always tell you, everything carries over. That's the wonderful thing about our AI course, guys, is that everything that we do, you can't let it go when you're talking about risk management, the application of AI risk management, okay? Because everything really builds on top of each other, okay? And that's why I'm always advocating take great notes, listen to my oral lectures, listen to my oral lecture, and any subsequent lectures that I give you from other authors or presenters. Make sure you listen and take great notes. Okay, so for the overview, my throat feels much better. The overview for this week is all about, which again is our deliverables, it's all about the week of applications of AI techniques and machine learning, deep learning. Does that sound very familiar, guys? Again, it's a carryover from week 5. Will be discussed again in chapter 4. See, everything that we talked about in the previous chapter 3, everything that we did as far as a homework assignment, really gets added on in, because you get some additional items added to the new week, which in this case is week 6, for now, chapter 4. Okay. AI scientists, scholar practitioner leaders will learn the application of machine learning and deep learning in the data preparation and forecasting for financial risk decision making. Okay, there's the change right there. This time, you're going to be using everything that you previously learned, but you're going to be using it for data preparation and forecasting for financial risk decision making. Ha ha, which is huge in the business world. Okay, or nonprofit world. when you're using data for forecasting and data preparation. Okay, that machine learning, deep learning is really a great tool. Okay, but you guys will see that. You already know that already, but now you're going to do it for financial risk decision making. Okay, now my AI scientist, SPL, scholar practitioner, you guys must understand the use of AI in market risk management, credit risk management, and operational risk management. AI scientists, SPLs, will learn how to use statistical techniques, quantitative methods, along with AI techniques in the therefore mentioned risk management. And there is your overview slash deliverables that you will see on the announcement board from our overview. Okay. Then there's going to be 8 module objectives now here, just like in week 5, we got 8 again. 8 module objectives here in week 6. So by the end of the week, number one, you got to be able to show me that you're able to describe the use of AI in market risk management. I just spoke on credit risk management and operational management, operational risk management, that is. Secondly, you got to be able to show me that you're able to describe machine learning and deep learning modules. Thirdly, you got to also be able to apply unstructured data, data prep, and data wrangling. You're going to see all that in chapter 4 and my additional supplemental slides that I'm going to go over in just a second. Okay. So you guys know all about that. Fourthly, of 8, 4 of 8, you got to be able to use support vector machine, SVM, based on supervised machine learning algorithms. Okay. Number 5 of 8, for our week 6 module objectives, apply data mining techniques for association clustering and classification. Okay. 6 of 8, you AI scientists must be able to use unsupervised learning to establish new patterns. You're going to learn all that, guys, and that's going to be second nature once you start doing the homework assignment. So be able to use unsupervised learning to establish a new pattern. Okay, you guys really like that direction that it moves into. Okay, number 7 is using clustering methods, k-means, hierarchical principal components analysis, and overall deep learning. Okay. So you got to make sure you're able to do those areas. Again, that's clustering methods, K means. We already practiced that already in week 5. And then also the hierarchical principal components analysis. And then we also previously done the deep learning in week 5. So all those things are pretty second nature now, guys. Just all about keep building your overall portfolio. Excuse me, portfolio. Wow, portfolio when it comes to AI. Okay, understanding risk management. Okay, it works out very well. Each of those areas, that clustering methods, K means, the hierarchical principal components analysis, and then that deep learning. And then last but not least, you're going to have to do for 8 of 8, the last item here in our week 6, as far as your module objectives, leverage AI and machine learning techniques due to its ability of semantic understanding of unstructured data. Okay, so you got to be able to leverage the AI and machine learning techniques due to its ability of semantic understanding of the therefore mentioned unstructured data. And those are your 8 module objectives, guys. So there is truly a lot there. I'm always advocating to you guys, take one item at a time. Do number 1, make sure you check all the boxes on that. Go to number 2, then check the box on that once you got it down to a science. Thirdly, again, look at it, dissect it, understand it, then check the box off, check that box off, and then etc. for the remaining 8 deliverables. Okay, it's all about taking it Well, it's all about piecemealing it. And what I mean by piecemealing is taking each item step by step, understand it, comprehend it, dissect it, and then check the box off that you got it. It works out better that way. If you try to take everything all at once, you're just going to be confused. Check the box is off line by line, each one. Number one, do the research on it, do your analysis, do your studying, take great notes, check the box off. Number two, and et cetera, all the way down to eight. Same thing with your deliverables that I just talked about in your overview. Check those boxes off for those items. And again, I'm gonna put everything on the chapter, the week 5 notes that I'm going to put out there on the announcement boards. So you will see those same notes that I'm speaking on. As always, it'll be on the announcement board for the week 5 lecture notes. Okay, so you'll see that everything I'm speaking on. Just make sure you check the boxes off each item, guys. You guys should already know that by now. We're in week 6, so life is good. You've been checking the boxes off. Do not take your feet off the pedal. Okay, I'm strongly advocating do not take your feet off the paddle. Now get even more in tune because we're winding down. We're over the midterm, okay? So that's where we are now. We are moving. Now it's going to look like everything is accelerating because we're close to getting closer to that elusive week 8, which is our final week. So we're in week 6 now. So we potentially just have 3 weeks left, okay, in our course. Okay, guys, so I'm looking here now. Just want to make sure I went over those with you. I told you about reading all of chapter 4 for this week 6. You'll be good to go. And then you're going to have 3 PowerPoints that I'm giving you. The SVM and support vector regression, as I spoke earlier, you're going to really enjoy the PowerPoint. It goes really granular. You'll see in all the actual slides how everything is truly broken down. And I'm looking at it now. And if I tell you what I'm looking at, you're not going to look at the PowerPoint. So I don't want you to bamboozle me, guys. I need you to actually look at in this case, again, it's not a PowerPoint, even though it comes off looking like a PowerPoint. It's really a nice Word document that I want you to look at, okay? When you're talking about vector regression, and it's called support vector machines. You're going to appreciate, and it's all under a certain topic. And I'm not going to tell you what that topic is, but just know that the support vector machines SVM is being spoke on in this particular Word document. You're going to see that the SVM and support vector regression. Same thing with the principal component analysis. You're going to appreciate that as well. And all you have to do is just take well, in this case, you don't have to take notes. All you need to do is just print them out. And then life is good. And just store that, guys, because as I just previously mentioned, for this principal components analysis, as well as the previous Word doc, you will see that information again. So this is another Word document that you're going to appreciate. And it really goes into that principal component analysis, unsupervised learning model. Okay. Really, really straightforward. You're going to like what I put together there for you. So that should work out really good for you when it comes to doing the homework for this week. So I'm just talking right now in regard to the Word documents that I'm giving you after you do your actual reading of chapter 4. Then you're going to have these Word documents to supplement your reading as an additional information that you will be using and you will see again. And then this last one, the third one, is all about the machine learning basics with K-nearest neighbors algorithm, how it's all broken down. So you're going to appreciate that, guys. And trust me, as scholar practitioner leaders, SPLs, these Word documents or PDFs. And like I say, guys, do print those out so you can save on those finger cramps. You don't have to write nothing out far as taking notes. You can make notes on your printouts. That would be good for you instead of actually writing it all out. Okay, so that's going to tie into this homework week 6. So I just want to go over those items. So when you see your homework week 6, you're not going to be blindsided. Okay, and then when I come back for lecture 404, we'll talk about that. See you in just a bit. Bye bye.